What's up, guys? This is a check out my cards video, COMC. I've been using their site to sell some of my lower end cards that I kind of have an abundance of, and I figured I wanted to get them moving, and it was kind of becoming a hassle to take to and from card shows, so I just wanted to get things to sell on a consistent basis. And on COMC, you can use, once you sell stuff, their COMC credit to purchase items, so that way you don't have to get hit with additional fees for withdrawing money from their website. So I did that. I ended up getting, I want to say, roughly 20 to 30 cards in this batch. I spent $1,200 in my store credit, so that accounts for the cards, the shipping costs, they have shipping and handling fees, all that stuff. So $1,200 total is what I spent on this package, and I used my COMC credit, and these are the items that I got with my credit. I'm going to quick snap my fingers and everything will be ready to look at, so you guys don't have to watch me unboxing everything. 3, 2, 1. And just like that, there's all the cards. Ended up being 27 total items that I got for this batch. Again, I'll put it down here. $1,200 was the total store credit that I spent between the shipping costs and the item purchases themselves. Plus, COMC has some handling fees, usually typically $1 per card handling fee for doing the shipping on top of the shipping cost. So $1,200 total for these 27 cards. I'll go over some of the raw ones first. All of them have different uses. I thought there was some value placed somewhere to where I can return my full $1,200, or maybe I can make a little bit more and save on some of the fees that I would have paid on COMC otherwise. 2021 Prism Jamar Chase Black-White Checker rookie. '21 Prism Jamar Chase Black-White Checker rookie. Not too sure about condition, but for the price that it was on there and a pretty short print Prism rookie, it seemed like a no-brainer. 2015 Prism Carmelo Anthony True Orange when he was with the New York Knicks, which is pretty sweet. Orange matching team color for the Knicks. Serial numbered out of 65. 52 out of 65 of Carmelo. 3 Rainbow VMAXs. You got Alchemy, 1, 2, and 3 of them. Always picking up cheaper VMAX V-Star Rainbows. A 54, I believe. Can't always remember years. I want to say 54. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. But a Yogi Berra. I bought this one to grade because I thought centering was decent. However, I couldn't see the creases in the COMC listing. It looks like there's creases at the bottom corner. It looks like there's creases down there. So it doesn't see there, because it would probably only get a 1, maybe a 2. So I'd have to look at what the price is to see if it's even worth the cost. But otherwise, I like the centering on the copy. I thought that was pretty appealing, other than obviously the dinged edges and now the creases. Flawless Von Miller Diamond. Piece of a diamond there, number 10 out of 10 bookend, and then still with the flawless seal on it. So that's all the raw stuff, and then here's all the graded. Going to be a mix of vintage, and I think there's some Pokemon mixed in. 69 Topps Bill Mazeroski as a 6. They should be all PSA graded too. 1960 Topps Harmon Killebrew as a 5. 69 Willie Stargell as an 8. '66 Brooks Robinson as a 6. A little Pokemon action. Bramlin illustration rare as an 8. A Gengar 6 of Spades from the Pocket Monsters. Green as an 8. Caitlin, full art from Chillin' Rain, The Secret as an 8. 64 Brooks Robinson as a 6. Last one from this stack, a 62 Warren Spawn as a 4. And then the last stack, we got a 61 Fleer Ty Cobb as a 7 for the Tigers. Another Tigers 63 Al Kaline as a 6. 61 Fleer Honus Wagner as a 4. 64 Topps Mini Minoso as a 4. 68 Don Drysdale as a 7. Giovanni's Charisma Japanese version Master Ball Reverse Hollow as a 10. See a little M there for Master Ball. 67 Juan Marichal as a 4. And then I think these were just some cheaper Pokemon. Charizard V from Champions Path Elite Trainer Box as a 5. Bisharp Illustration Collection as a 9. Then a 60 Frank Robinson as a 4. And another Al Kaline 63 as a 6. I think this one was a little bit better centering and a better overall copy, if I remember correctly. Yes. Yeah, look at the difference on those 6s. You tell me which one you'd rather have. That is night and day difference. You got some staining up there. The centering is bad. Some spotting. Guess you could argue the bottom corners are better on this one. Looks like a little darker coloring. I don't know. The centering there just looks crisp. Very interesting. All right, that was it. All 27 items that I used my COMC credit on. Like I said, it ended up being $1,200 total. And we'll see what I can get back. Now, everybody has their own goal for COMC. For me, it's pretty simple. If you're watching to the end of this video, I will tell you my goals because it's kind of fun. If you cash out your COMC credit, so I sold all these different items, not these ones, but other items in my COMC store to get to that $1,200 in store credit before I spent it. And if I wanted to just take that $1,200 out and get cash, they charge you a 10% fee, so I would have returned $1,080. Instead, I used the $1,200 to purchase these items, and I don't get hit with the 10% fee. So my goal is, if I can sell them for 90% or better, then I save on the fees. The goal is obviously to return $1,200 because I think this stuff is worth a little bit more than $1,200. I take my time and I look on COMC for items that I think are slightly undervalued. Maybe they're mispriced, whatever it may be. There's an uptick, it's trending in a positive direction, whatever it is. I think this stuff is worth more than $1,200. So the goal is to get $1,200 back. And then I would save $120 in fees. Obviously, that takes some time. My absolute goal, and I always say this, is I want to return 95% of what I purchased. So that way I save 5%, still gives me a little bit of room to sell it a little under 100% of value because that's typically what you have to do with items. So $1,140 is going to be the goal to return from everything here. Anything above that is a bonus to me. That is kind of just like my guideline. If I can return $1,200, that's the absolute number one goal. Back plan is the $1,140, and then anything I return above $1,080 is saving money in my opinion, and it's worth my time. So that is how I constructed this COMC little lot that I purchased with my credit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Thank you for watching. As always, everyone have a great day, and don't forget to smile. Later, guys.